Yo, welcome back to Genshin Impact. In our last episode, we checked out the new version update, and now we're back in Mondstadt, and you're wondering why, because the event takes place in Leo, but we're still here because there's a new event coming out today where we have to talk to Timaeus, so I thought that's what we could do right now before we go back to Leo. Just so I can see what the event is doing, where it's going to. And I just logged into Genshin. It's 1 AM and I was confused. Where are my dailies? But I forgot I did them last night at 4 AM when they came out and I was playing with friends. So, Timaeus, long time no see. Oh, so close. Come on, Timaeus, you can do this. You're going to create your first Smolder Sleep Elixir within the next 9 hours.
Timaeus, what are you doing? And why are you looking so serious?
It's you two. It's been a while, hasn't it? Not really. Sorry, I'm currently trying to make Smolder Sleep Elixir. I'll be occupying this crafting bench in the meantime, I'm afraid.
Smolder Sleep Elixir? Pirate's never heard that one before.
This is sort of a mysterious medicine that has emerged of late. I only just discovered it unexpectedly in a certain academic tome. According to the author, the Smolder Sleep Elixir originates in Leo and it can cause the strength of its user to multiply. Its efficiency is unmatched as well. I believe that it must be the work of powerful alchemy. You really want to create something that can multiply someone's strength? Isn't that like someone's going to destroy the world if you give it to the wrong person? But who am I to stop you? The elixir is highly regarded in Leo and is said to re-invoke the radiant dignity within. According to my estimations, my understanding of alchemy will advance by at least a decade if I prove able to synthesize this elixir.
A decade? That's awesome!
As long as the book is accurate, of course. As long as your estimations are on point, of course. Don't worry, the author of this book is a genuine genius. They've written all manner of acclaimed essays to boot. Alchemy is the most fascinating science. As we seek to uncover the techniques of the ancients, we are also consulting with the research of our contemporaries, constantly evolving and improving. That's why I seek out all manners of texts to uncover what help they may be to my study of alchemy.
You're a really positive guy, huh, Timaeus?
If the two of you could lend me a hand, I'm sure that my research will be completed with ease and produce results that Mr. Albedo will acknowledge. Or at least one of the Albedos. I might even be able to become his assistant and save him at his encampment permanently, researching topics of even greater difficulty.
What do you say? Should we help him out?
Well, we do need the crafting bench, apparently. Why did someone try to call me?
Alright, guess we're helping him.
I need to check unknown number. Dude, what the fuck, bitch? Thank you both so much. I'll find an appropriate way to repay you for sure. Who's calling me at 1 AM? That's scary. Fuck. Once I'm done synthesizing the Smolder Sleep Elixir, you shall be the first to enjoy its miraculous effects. Believe you me, you'll be stronger in a blink of an eye. No need to be so polite.
Never mind, medicines are becoming stronger. Paimon just wants some good food.
That's even easier. Once you finish this task, I'll provide you with the appropriate remunerations and invite you to a restaurant of your choice for a hearty meal.
Really? It's a deal then.
Use this Timaeus in his attempt to create the legendary Smolder Sleep Elixir. Oh, it seems that my current techniques are insufficient to create a Smolder Sleep Elixir. Looks like we need the help of a specialist.
Like Albedo?
No, out of the question. Isn't that the same as asking your exam protector for the answers? If Mr. Albedo found out that I couldn't even make medicine, it's all the more unlikely that he'll ever acknowledge me.
Well, you do have a point.
You could ask Lisa. Miss Lisa is currently sorting out the book collections the library has within its walls. Right, we haven't seen Lisa in ages. It's frighteningly hard work, so I hear, and I doubt she would be any less frightening if we disturbed her. True. Whatever the case, we should probably not bother her.
Wait, then doesn't that leave us without any options?
Not exactly. Your help lies not in Mondstadt, but in Liyue. Also, we do have to go back to Liyue after all. The next that I read mentions that the artificer amidst quiet doors hides, the scented wind in the harbor abides. The scented wind is synonymous with the south wind in Liyue, so this elixir artificer who made our small sleep elixir must be someone who lives in the southern area of Liyue harbor. Consulting this artificer then is our most effective solution. So, would you two mind accompanying me to Liyue? I'm honestly not too familiar with that place. Bro, sure. You sure you are of your conclusions, bro? Of course, please have faith in my analytical capabilities.
Liyue, huh? That's a long way out.
Not like we were heading there anyway. Oh yes, I've heard that Liyue cuisine is very delicious. Once this is over, we can just eat there.
Oh great idea. Paimon's in. Paimon only cares about food. Better watch out, because Paimon's gonna eat every signature dish at one min restaurant. You can't even get enough of those, that's for sure.
That sounds really expensive. I'm broke. I can't even afford to level up Xiao anymore. Don't worry, compared to the fruits of my research, I mean, a little more is nothing compared to the favor I owe to the two of you for helping me. Let's set off immediately. This is gonna get expensive. Are you sure you wanna do this, bruh? Look for the elixir, artificer. And so, we're going back to Leo. Guys, anyways, did you see they added shortcuts to every region now? It's only making sense because the map is certainly not getting smaller. Elixirs at the harbor. So we back in Leo. So we back in the mine, got our pickaxe swinging from side to side. Who is calling me at 1 AM? That's the question that no one can answer. Because this person was keeping their number unknown. Probably some spam fake shit, man. Probably because time zones. Still, slightly scary, if you ask me. Okay, what would you do if you got a call at 1 AM? Oh, I'm here. Talking about elixirs, I think. Let me look at that map. This feels so wrong seeing him in Leo. What the fuck? Next thing, we gotta see Albedo in Leo. We've never seen a playable character in another region aside from Xiangling in Mondstadt and Child in Azuma, I think. I think that's it. We've never seen anyone from Mondstadt in Liyue, as I think, until this guy, but he doesn't really count because he's just an NPC. Let me look at that map. The Southern Perfluent Harbor is known as Chihu Rock, right? That's where we'll find our elixir artificer, Alwager.
Well, here's Chihu-Rock. Let's go have a look around.
And we go and have a look around. Consult Brother Shan. Brett, where is that person? I can't enter. Oh, is that the old guy standing around the corner?
Oh, it smells so good. It's gotta be grilled tigerfish. Oh, come on, let's go buy ourselves a few.
This is where? Ah. Paimon, where are we going? Is it you? The guy who's walking away from me? Hello there.
Hello there. Do you know the elixir artificer who lives around here?
Elixir, what now? Never heard of such a person. Aren't only big shots artisans called something fancy like an artificer? I'm afraid someone of my station wouldn't know anyone like that.
Oh, well, let's go ask someone else.
Okay. Consult Hung Yi. The guy walking right next to me. Stop walking away from me. Ah.
Hey there, we're looking for an elixir artificer of Chihu-Rock. Would you know where he lives?
I'm sorry, but I'm not very familiar with the nicknames that my neighbors have. Only their proper record names. Perhaps you could ask Yinger from Sand of Spring. Yeah, she's standing right here staring at me, waiting for me to come in.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Miss Yinger should totally be familiar with what's going on around here. Let's just go ask her.
Oh, hey there. Oh god.
Oh, so glad to see that I'm finally on your mind. And you've brought a friend too, here to keep me company perhaps?
Oh boy, Paimon's got a funny feeling about this already.
Same, bro.
Actually, Miss Yinger, we're here to pay the elixir artificer a visit. Do you know where we can find this person?
Oh my, you've got your foot in another boat already, I see. I must admit I'm a little disappointed. But I must say that it's a pleasant surprise that you're digging into my deepest secrets like this.
Secrets?
Wait a minute. Does this mean that Miss Yinger is the elixir artificer?
Growing ever smarter, I see. How adorable.
That's, unexpected.
To think that the elixir artificer would be so young. Oh god, he's already flirting. Oh guys, we gonna get them to hook up? Oh damn. Sure, the feeling is quite different from Mr. Albedo, but there's that same I'm not pronouncing that aura.
Oh, looking at your flustered faces, you must have seen cares that need lifting. Come now, let's be direct, shall we?
Paimon feels like the situation is about to take an unexpected turn.
Same, always with her. You and Timaeus explained his research into the smallest lead elixir.
Ah, so this alchemist is doing research into this wondrous smallest lead elixir. I'm afraid that I'm about to disappoint you. The smallest lead elixir you seek is just an ancient perfume that is my specialty. It has nothing to do with alchemy.
A perfume, isn't that some sort of solid spice?
But it has such a cool name, and the book said it could make people stronger.
I suspect that must have been a result of the perfume's popularity. The ancient writers once empathized with the virtues of edification through immersion. That is to say that human temperament and character can be affected by being steeped in aromas and lovely scents. Those who have used my ancient perfume find themselves becoming magnetic, confident, their relations ever improving, their careers ever climbing, their sailing ever smooth.
So this whole quest was just leading us nowhere. Wow.
Why, it's almost as if they had truly used an adept elixir. As such, people gave their ancient perfume of mine a suitable poetic name before writing a simple poem to praise its efficacy.
So that's how it is.
That can't be. Was the essay I read mistaken, or was my understanding of the poem an error? Like, for example, the elixir is said to re-invoke the radiant dignity within. Doesn't that mean that it's capable of unlocking a person's inner power and potential, Miss Yinger?
Oh dear, actually, this phrase refers to a person's demeanor and temperament. What it really means is that the ancient perfume allows people to appear refreshed and radiant. Not that I blame you, of course. Poetry requires deep study, and it is quite different from the analysis of data and numbers. We are not meant to look at the words in isolation, but as a whole.
So word-by-word analysis doesn't work in this case? But that book mentioned many of the curious effects of the small sleep elixir. Honestly, I was left speechless as I read them.
Oh,
Ugh.
titillating mysteries are fascinating things, like a lovely silhouette seen through a window screen. So too, the books that record street rumors require a certain artistic license. Oh, but I must say, that really was high praise.
How could this be?
So let Paimon get this straight. Jimeya's reference material bragged about the perfume's effects, and then he misread the poem, resulting in his believing that the Smolder Sleep Elixir is some super powerful alchemical medicine.
Can't say I didn't come mentally prepared, yeah. So in the end, my research was based on incorrect arguments. I failed again, and I did a ton of fruitless work to boot.
No, don't get so down. They do say that the path between mountains leads to new trails, and even the weathered wood shall sprout anew. Perhaps the ancient arts of producing perfume might give you a little inspiration and allow you to break through this final bottleneck in producing the medicine you desire.
Well, that's true. Things might have developed weirdly, but you did get pretty far using your own understanding, Timaeus. Since Miss Yinger agreed to help, why not give it a go?
Who knows, you might make some unexpected gains. You're right, maybe we create another albedo. Alchemy too is a deep science, and this is my first failure either. I've got to push through this. I can usually grasp what I'm reading, this is just a blip. Even if I can't produce some miracle medicine, improving the alchemical remedies we have currently is an accomplishment nonetheless. Miss Yinger, travel, let's head to the nearest crafting bench. Okay.
Adventurer!
This Timaeus and Yinger. Oh, where are we going? We're going to the crafting bench. Wow. Hi there.
Oh, now the making of ancient perfumes is quite a delicate process. Think of your movements as a lover's caress. Gently peel the bud open, remove the petals and stack them with care. Thinner petals on top, thicker ones below, leaving appropriate gaps between each, then mash them.
God, this is sounding a little wrong.
Don't grip your mortar and pestle too tight. Loose wrists, steady rhythm. Up and down, up and down.
I feel wrong voicing this.
Wait until the petals
Says me who's gonna let's play Euphoria soon. Spoiler alert.
has oozed out and the pages of your mortar and pestle are moist before speeding up.
I'm glad Paimon is censoring my boner right now, goddammit. Miss Yinger, I must say that your choice of words is most I almost read moist. Unique, nonetheless, I understand what you mean. The raw materials must be handled carefully and placed into the container in the right order. The timing of immersing them into the base fluid must be precise so that we can better control the temperature. Creating alchemical potions of high quality also requires similarly strict controls.
Oh, you're quite the bright spark, aren't you? But that's not all. The sublimation effect of certain perfumes must be given utmost care. As such, suitable auxiliary materials such as mint and star conch must be added. This way, the perfume's scent will diffuse quickly, allowing everyone around to relax. But this effect cannot be too strong, or the perfume will not endure long.
Sublimate, you say? I get it. Actually, this aspect of making ancient perfumes is exactly what I'm looking for. Aerosolized medication can affect both the user and the environment, granting them more obvious effects than ordinary essential oils. Fine control over the sublimation speed should allow such agents to last longer than essential oils as well. Yes, this direction is very promising indeed.
Wow, there's no place in this academic mumbo jumbo for the like of us, huh? Let us leave them alone for a while, shall we?
Yes, please. Under younger direction, they must try back and improve an alchemical. Ooh.
Oh, it smells great. Paimon feels refreshed and energized already.
That's pretty amazing. It's a success. I finally succeeded in combining ancient perfume making with alchemical agents. So why did you need me here for? Thank you so much, Miss Younger. If not for expert instruction, there's no way I could have grasped these concepts and made these medicines so easily. Oh.
Oh, come now. Too much humility will make you come off as shallow and overly polite. It was your own knowledge and discernment that proved key to your success. Well then, won't you give the fruit of your ardent labor a name?
Let's call them smartest lead potions then. They're a combination of your perfume making techniques and the features of alchemical potions together. A unique blend that will go down in history for sure.
Oh my, how you flatter me.
But you know that name's not all that different from smallest lead Alex here.
Well, let's get back on topic. Traveler, as promised, you shall be the very first user of the smallest lead potion. Oh, damn. I'm your lab rat. Oh, let's go. You could still use some improvements in the current form, so I couldn't trouble you to test its effect for me. Oh, okay, here we go. Its effect should be more obvious in areas where the airflow is gentle. Further, Leo has some domains in which no one set foot. I reckon those would be ideal testing grounds. In for one more, in for the lot. Then you have my thanks. I'll remain here for a while longer to continue my discussions with Miss Younger. Once I get your feedback, I'll make some improvements to the smallest lead potion.
We'll be waiting for good news from you.
Okay, I'm just here for the primogems, in fact. Go into the domain and test the... Oh damn, you want me to fight enemies now? At 1 AM? Is this really what we're here for? Why is there a domain in a potion event, man? Okay, I'm just gonna try this out. Once, then we can unlock the quest menu and the event thing, and then we can go back to SHENHE and Ningguang. Because that's what we actually came here for. I don't know if you remember, because I do. I'm sure you do too. But now I'm gonna beat some enemies. I don't know where that's one gonna go. Probably gonna go terribly wrong. I don't even wanna know what kind of enemies they put in there. God damn it. Look at Celestia. Wow. Hello. Oh. You can select which floor to challenge in any trial in the study and potions which will let you plan your attack. Each time you finish one floor, the difficulty of the other floors in this trial will increase significantly. Once you select reset trial, the floor difficulties will be restored to the default and your challenge record will be cleared. I ain't getting this. On each challenge floor, a party can have 4 members in it. If you use trial characters, you will not be able to activate the corresponding elemental resonance. If you choose save record after completing a challenge, the characters used this time will enter standby mode and become unable to take part in combat. Complete another floor challenge and select save record again to allow characters on standby to once again enter combat. Choosing reset trial will cause all characters in this trial to no longer be on standby. Why would I click this then? On each floor challenge, the deployed party can be equipped with a maximum of 3 potions. Once the challenge is completed and save record selected, the potions used by the deployed party will be locked and cannot be used in this trial again. Select reset trial to unlock all potions once more. You must defeat all opponents within a time limit to complete each floor challenge. Once the challenge is complete, your score will be tabulated based on how much time there is left, and you will receive medals based on the score which can be used to unlock rewards. And let's just start with the first one, I guess. One little toilet break later, and I'm back. And I didn't read anything of these potions, so let's just ignore it and see what's awaiting us here. When a character uses the elemental burst, they will obtain 1 nuclear stack. This increases all party members' attack by 5% and death by 10%. Max 6 stacks. When a character affected by 3 or more nuclear stacks use an elemental burst, all party members' energy recharge is increased by 50%. Hey, that's nice. Quest completed. Hey, yo. They're like level 60, man. Means I could have picked any character. I could have even played my Shao in here. Yeah. But hey. We got Kazuha from the trial, so obviously not mine. As it says in the team thing, trial.
Embrace the ice.
This is the only thing here, just these guys, really? I mean, it's only 7 out of 13, so 13 isn't a lot, unless they're gonna spawn. Oh my god, guys, have you seen the Spiral Abyss for the next update? Floor 12 is gonna be horrible. They put the freaking Wolf Lord in there. But it doesn't bother me because I'm not getting to floor 12 anyway, so well,
This is
none of my problems.
Kamisato
These
out.
guys are really annoying though. Haven't had them in a while. Damn. Oh, we done it. Give me the golden one. Why not the golden one? Damn. It's like do not save to exit the current challenge. Your current combat team and potion stashes will not be recorded. Why would I? I don't care. Do not save. Did I get my Prima Gems? Please. Please, give me Prima Gems. Did I get them? Ooh. Complete a challenge in every flawless trial in any mode. Huh. Man. Collect 2 secret silver medals or better without resetting the trial. Collect 4 secret silver medals or better without resetting the trial. So I did reset the trial. Does that mean I have to do it again? It means I have to do it again. But... oh, we can already play any of them. What's this? Hydro Mimic Finch? Oh, okay, I see, those are the things. Anyways, guys, that's not what we were... but imagine being able to talk, goddammit. That's not what we were here for, because... we're gonna start with the quest now. And by saying start, I mean... continue. So... you wanna take me to the golden house? No, just kidding, we're gonna look at the... biggest prostrate thing which we stole last episode. I don't know how she managed to carry this thing over there. He's probably very buff. And I didn't know that these things have been here before. Have they? They don't have. You can't tell me all these bridges were here before. I feel so stupid right now. Like, I've seen this view many times because I remember those statues over there, but I didn't remember that these things were here. Is that Ito?
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself?
Was it Ito or was this...
She's gotta be one of those adepti,
it
surely.
probably was Shenhe'S hair.
O mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing, so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations, this item is approved for submission. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name, not hers, please.
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete.
Huh.
I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
I'm here.
Shenhe! And Ningguang's little helper!
Yeah, it was her, it wasn't Ito. Oh, god damn it.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest prostrate specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
I'm sorry. Slave. May I?
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing,
The rock we found. As if it was just like some tiny thing and not a huge ass boulder.
In truth, it is the finest piece of prostrate we have received so far.
A giant boulder the size of a tiny boulder.
If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
You want me to help you out? Probably.
Shenhe! Shenhe! Just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises!
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about
I don't know. I don't think she's ever experienced the emotion of happiness.
Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a big smug smile.
I've had similar compliments before.
I was once complimented in my life. I didn't like it. Since then, I've never smiled again. Turning away.
They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Oh, she probably isn't even an Adeptus, is she? I don't know. Her trailer kind of looked Adeptus-y.
Yeah, 'cause that's how adepti
pretty unique and reclusive too. Way different than normal people.
I still want to know who her master is, whether it's Cloud Retainer, probably Cloud Retainer.
But I am not...
Shenhe?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
Oh, hell yeah.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate in silence.
I'm fine with that too.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own.
Are you sure? Have you seen how she carried this big ass rock?
When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. Alright? Seriously, don't punish yourself like this.
Paimon is right.
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
I heard people complaining about how they didn't like Paimon's new voice, and I honestly didn't even realize Paimon's voice has changed. But apparently it's because Paimon's voice actor has a higher range and was forcing themselves to talk in a lower voice for Paimon, which made their throat hurt, so that's why they made Paimon's voice a bit higher, a bit more pitchy, but I didn't even notice. Paimon's just been Paimon to me all the time. But I do understand that when Paimon's getting angry, Paimon's voice is a bit more deeper, I guess. But Paimon's not been angry for a while. Paimon's been pretty wholesome. It's kinda sus, man, I don't know. Bring Shenhe to a nearby makeshift hotel to take a break. That's a hotel? Okay. Looking nice, small, and cozy. Talk to the hotel owner. Hey, Juan.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms
Oh,
left.
so we're not sharing a room? Oh, damn it. Paimon, you get your own room. I'm rooming together with Shenhe.
Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts.
Oh, so that's why the site looks different, because they only added this in here for the Jade Chamber thing.
So, business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here when you did.
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just through the door on the left. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me, I'll leave you to it.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other room's ready. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here.
Oh, wow.
Paimon couldn't help but notice one of the guests walk in with a huge grilled chicken drumstick before. Let's buy one for Shenhe too. She can have it as a midnight snack. Or save it for breakfast tomorrow.
You sure she wouldn't rather eat some, I don't know, Cecilia plants or something?
All right. I will head to my room for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door.
Have a good rest, Shenhe.
See you tomorrow.
Oh.
Hey, isn't that Cloud
Oh,
Retainer?
god damn it.
What's she doing
What is
here?
she doing in this quest?
Let's go and say hi.
No, I don't want to. I want to assassinate that stupid bird. Cloud Retainer Hate Club, rise up, people. Can I launch a biggest meteorite on her? That would satisfy me enough. That would satisfy the cleansing, hating feelings inside my nerves. Hey there.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
You're gonna be the grilled chicken drumstick.
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhe too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Save for Ganyu? I know some of y'all are doing this right now.
Cool. So, what's her Adeptus name anyway?
Shiny lady bird.
Calling her kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it'd be better if we called her by her Adeptus name instead.
Oh, it's probably that one name that Singcho mentioned in the last episode, and when we went to this abode, and it's actually her abode, and that's why she was able to carry that thing that we brought here, and why she was like, oh, this person is actually friendly, not like the rumors say. I forgot the name, but it's probably this one's.
Her Adeptus name. Why, pray tell, would SHENHE have an Adeptus name?
Okay, sorry.
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
Isn't Ganyu just called Ganyu? Did I forget something?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, SHENHE is
I
human.
told you.
Oh, right. Wait, what?
I thought so.
What? You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who didn't know?
Paimon is stupid, but it's okay to be a little dum-dum.
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
I don't know, she looks like a playable character, so I just assumed she would be special.
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
She carried that big ass rock, so how the fuck did she do that?
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed.
And it's weird to me that Cloud Retainer is seeking out to talk to normal people, like SHENHE.
One first found SHENHE by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was SHENHE, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
Dude, what the fuck?
That sounds so dangerous.
This is my villain origin story.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly reliant on their parents for survival. But not so her.
Because she's actually Batman.
That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
Sounds like she's having anger issues. Kinda sounds like what Aaron Yeager did in his childhood.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, SHENHE might have...
Committed homicide, killed people.
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that SHENHE may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
What is that weirdest glowing thing on that rock over there? Why can't I see Beto's ship from here?
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
I don't know, this is Genshin Impact we're talking about, so...
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt
So when
her.
Shannon talks about her master, she means you. I was right.
Indeed, it is one to whom she refers.
Bruh.
SHENHE has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her.
Can you talk like a normal being for once without giving me anger issues?
However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day.
What made her like this though?
Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay.
Sounds kinda kinky, but can you talk faster, please?
The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well.
She's coming outside. She heard us. Her sleep really is pretty light.
It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that SHENHE'S path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
Oh, trust me, I will.
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhe because you were worried about her, didn't you?
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect.
I'm sorry?
The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows.
Now, damn it.
Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the coming storm.
Why do you know already? I mean, I'm glad you're telling me, but we need to save the city again before, I don't know, Osiel is coming back and destroying the Jade Chamber once again.
If she handles it admirably, one is willing to
Child
be
wear.
a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize control. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching. Be sure to get ample rest.
Who did we see sneak out? Was that Shenhe or is that someone dangerous lurking in the shadows? It's Batman, trying to overthrow the government.
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti.
Figured.
Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show
Bye.
their respect all the time must be kind of hard to deal
Oh
with.
man. Oh man. Okay.
A human raised by the Adepti is precisely what Liyue needs right now. It is also what the Adepti wish to give to Liyue.
If you say so, I guess. Wait until the following day, 8 AM to 12 AM. Yes, I'm gonna be waiting, but I'm waiting right in front of this building. Did we do it?
Aw.
We time traveled.
Hey, so Shenhe,
Remember last night? Well, I found out about your childhood.
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
oh, how did you know?
He was listening.
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you.
Aww.
So I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, master is very talkative.
I just wish she wasn't.
Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you down as an Adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend.
Well, because you're not the first Adeptus I've met.
For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Adepti, too.
Just like I said.
Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
As long as you don't kill me.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title friend very much indeed.
You're welcome.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other two items on the list.
Before something happens.
But before we do that, Let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going.
Didn't you notice? She wanted us to call her secretary, not little helper.
After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly.
And then let's go.
Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it. They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
They should hire Paimon to make, like, I don't know, commercials for food advertisements. Be like,
Oh, try your new spicy fried chicken burger at McDonald's today. Paimon totally digs it.
is digging it, approves it. I don't know English. It's 2 a.m.
Look, the Jade Chamber is floating into the sky.
Already? It's not even built yet.
But it seems to be tied down by something.
How did they build that thing overnight? Jesus Christ.
That's because
Exploitment.
it's not finished.
It looks pretty finished to me though.
Hey, Bywin. And hey, person Paimon doesn't know.
Didn't expect to see Yunjin suddenly. Damn. And
Given the
Beto.
enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced.
I want to listen to her voice, please.
Before we find some suitable plastrite,
Shut up.
we build the Jade
I wanna
Chamber's
hear Yunjin
keel
talk.
at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks.
Oh damn, I'm so looking forward to this. It's been a year since we've been there.
The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
I want to climb on that thing while it's being built.
Miss
Looks
Bywin,
fun.
we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Thank you.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Yes, mommy.
Beto, you're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
I'm wondering what question she would ask Ningguang.
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Oh, so she's actually an opera character in-game too? Because I heard that her voice actress, or like her Chinese voice actress, I think. Chinese? Japanese? I think her Chinese one. Was actually some opera singer. But I thought she would own a tea house in Genshin. I thought that's what I read when the first leaks were here.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is... sorry, not sure we've met.
Shenhe. I am their... friend.
Awesome.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew.
Crying, I missed Beto so much.
Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's so weird to me though that in the game they just like address her as Yun, because all this time I was used to calling her Yunjin, or in fact Hyunjin with an H, because it's like stuck in my head, like this guy from Stray Kids was called Hyunjin.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed.
She's so beautiful.
To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side.
I don't know how to put this, because it's weird to explain, because I can't explain it, but you ever see someone and you have like this feeling, this person is really huggable, like you just see them and you want to like hold them in your arms? That's what I get when I see Yunjin. Something about her clothes just seems so cozy. that you just feel the need to cuddle her.
Wow. So it looks like the three of us are competitors now.
Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
Yay.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think?
Hell yeah, let's go.
Sounds great, but how does that change things exactly?
We all win.
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yoon. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon.
Ah, I see.
How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Working together.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. Alright, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores.
Shenhe trying to figure out how this would be like if you have friends when they can work together with you, so you don't actually have to kill the other contestants to get rid of them.
From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Su Ling if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Oh, that's what he always says. Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Okay, I was always trying to figure out what he says, the blacksmith in Liu. I thought he said like, on from Sai Among Us, and I was like, who is Sai and why is he among us? Like, Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Okay, Ironmongers, I see. You can trust Master Zhang's smithing skills.
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
See ya.
Okay, let's go.
Hell yeah.
By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang Yunjin?
I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera.
Aww.
Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion.
She's gonna sing at the lantern, right?
Ooh, what's the opera called? Paimon wants to go see it.
The opera is a labor of love by my father.
Aww.
He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus.
So you're talking about Wenty X Chao fanfiction, okay, I see.
It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Oh. Wait for Kokomi near the Sangonomiya Shrine, what? That's not the quest we're playing right now. Okay guys, but actually as Beto said, see ya tomorrow, I'm gonna say the same thing, so see ya in the next episode of Genshin Impact, because I need to end this because it's 2 AM and I still want to play some Sims because I just bought some DLCs in the sale, so see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Can I jump off here? How much fall damage will I get? Oh fuck, that's not how you... Give me a second. If there's a dumb way I can end this video with, then I need that dumb way to end my video like that. So we climbing all the way back up. Can I climb on there? Hold on a minute. Hold on. Video's not over yet. I must follow my stupid ideas. Cannot give in. Going to the top of it. Please tell me I can reach it somehow. I mean, the workers have to reach it somehow, so... Okay, now this is... Still going. Not as difficult as I thought. Oh, damn it, I'm struggling. Don't fall down. Okay, wait, I need to regain my stamina. Oh! Oh! Okay, wait. Can I get an achievement for climbing up there? Oh, man! We are here! Damn it! Hey! Lemming! I can't talk to him. I'm standing on the plastrite. I got the green filter. Got the green filter. Can I talk to anyone on here? Hey there. Bros hasn't even got a name. Damn it. Treasure chest. Precious treasure chest anywhere. Luxurious chest. Hey bro. Broski. Not really talk active. Okay, wait. My way ain't ending here. Ah, damn it. Just glitching through the floor casually. Okay. Oh damn. Don't fall down again. Oh, there's some people. Bet these got something to say. Or maybe not. Wanna take a picture. Wow, this is my biggest accomplishment in this game so far. Lift me up. Let me go higher. Oh no. Lift me up. Judge my desire. I'm just making up stupid songs. Hey yo, Chang Feng, you wanna talk to me? Bro's got a name, but bros ain't got a line. Damn it. This sucks. Imagine having a name, but not having a line in the game. Oh man. Slowly. Slowly. Don't. Do not. Do not fall down. Wow. This is beautiful. Okay. We've been everywhere, I guess. I'm just gonna... I wanna see what good luck gives me. So I'm just gonna for fun make one wish here. I mean, I should not say, not waste my wishes, but otherwise I still need, like, my pity needs to go higher. So it's okay with wasting things. Oh wow. Give me Genshin. Come on. No? I've got 2 on here. Why didn't I pull on here? Damn it. Maybe Toma? Or maybe not. Make one pull on here. Gonna make one pull on everything, man. Just cause I'm in the mood for it. Yes. This is so stupid. Okay guys, before I do any more stupid things, see you in the next video. Until then, Shazam. Bye bye. Why did I waste my primal gems? Jesus Christ, I'm so stupid.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.